Today on this episode of Reality Gays,
it's open season on Georgie with Stacy leading the charge.
Betty and Ron deliver a performance of a lifetime.
And breaking news, Sean Robinson shows humanity. Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Fiance.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's Reality Gays. Let's love.
You know, Georgie was just flirting and dirting. He's flirting and dirting all over Miami. We're going to make that happen. Flirting and dirting. He's flirting and dirting. Flirting, dirting, dirting. That's when he was single. Flirting, dirting, all over dirting. He's flirting and dirting. Don't get a guy who flirts and dirts. He's just all flirting and dirting. Flirt and dirt.
Please make that single, Darcey and Stacy. Flirting and dirting.
Is that a saying? Because I've never heard it.
I've never heard of it.
And it feels like they're trying to make it happen.
Look, I've never heard it. And I know random shit. And so do you. I think they're trying to make it happen, which I'm kind of okay with. Again, make a single, flirting and dirting.
Flirting and dirting. Networking. That's what he's doing. Networking. Spa girl.
And Kara was like, I network and take her with you. And I'm like, but you don't take Guillermo to your networking.
No, well, he won't go out. He won't go out. He won't go out.
Yeah,
that's the issue. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I was like, Kara, maybe don't talk about networking right now. you are not the one.
No, sit down, Kara. Y'all, this is Reality Gays, and I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle, and we are two ridiculous homosexuals who love tearing reality television a new one.
And especially this still really good part 3 tell-all.
This is the best episode of a tell-all, I think, in a long time.
It was a long time.
What it told us. Yeah.
Y'all, this is Happily Ever After. Well, 90-Day Fiance Happily Ever After. Season 9, episode 21, tell-all part 3. This is our part one. Yes, because we're talky. We're chatty.
You say that. I don't care. We have to talk about it to cover
apologize for it. I was just saying we're gay men who talk a lot. Yeah.
I think gay men who talk a lot just goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
I guess there are silent, reserved gay men.
Boring.
I don't want to know them.
Yeah, come on. I don't like that.
Otherwise, how would I actually make my impact on the world?
Yes, I know, like, he's been in interviews a lot. The comedian Jay Jordan's been talking a lot how he was like, bring back the witty homosexual.
Totally.
And I was like, yes.
That Oscar Wilde fucking Truman Capote quote and like throwing out little bomos at a table.
I don't even know what that is, but yes.
Bring it back. That's what I'm saying.
Bring it back. That could be a segment on Gaily Dose.
Bring it back.
One of our new segments.
Yes. You know what? The new segments, that's part of a show. It's part of the evolution of things.
I know. I'm just saying. You've said whatever. It's fine.
I don't remember any of that.
Do we have any announcements or anything?
I believe we do. Y'all, you have ordered your merch, the previous merch drop, and you are getting your hoodies, you're getting your Sissy Squad t-shirts, you're getting everything. I know some of you saying, I'm not getting mine. You can contact us, but there's not a lot we can do. I don't have the merch in my closet to
No,
send it to you.
we do not.
It's through Odyssey, our agency, and they go through a manufacturer called AKT. And so, but you got your confirmation email from Odyssey.
From Odyssey, yeah.
Contact them. I'm annoyed that for that. I promise you, we can't do anything about it. So you need to contact them because all we can do is send the same email to Odyssey saying, Carl's wife is having Carl's wife number 11 is having a problem with her hoodie.
Yeah.
So, but you guys are starting to get stuff. It looks luxe, as I said before, luxe.
Yes. Gone are the days where I would ship out things in little Wonder Woman wrapping paper when I used to ship out mugs like that.
That only happened once, didn't it?
No, we sold them for a bit. Like when we had and we were selling them, like I was packing them up.
And you wrapped it in Wonder Woman pattern?
Yeah, remember? Because I would mail it for free from the law office.
Oh, yeah. That's a long time ago.
I had to do something when I was sitting in my cubicle.
Then that mug factory burned down. So
it did. So
we could never get any more mugs.
Yeah,
just
there
happens.
We go. It just happened.
Someone said it was arson. I did have an alibi that night.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep. Poodle did. If you're watching us on YouTube, because it's YouTube's Day, or in the RG Plus $15 tier,
you're in some weirdo hotel room.
I'm in a hotel room in Atlanta right now. So
why'd you get two beds? It always freaks me out
because we shared a room.
Oh, Lori was there. Yeah,
she came. Yes, yesterday too. So. We crashed here and then we fly out tonight. But anyway, so I have not been. I have no, never. Anyway,
too much.
So I did not get kidnapped. Kind of looks like it.
Yeah, it's very no frills.
Yeah, it's an airport hotel. Oh yeah.
Oh, there've been porn made there. There's been porn made there.
Yeah, there's
probably
just
some light trafficking.
There's just like an X written on the back of the office chair. I don't know why.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Anyway,
a little bit more. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Everything is out now. All the audio is out. All of the video is out. Episodes 1 through 10 of season 3. And big news: the reunion is happening December 4th.
It is
all happening. Sadly, also even sadder to announce, Whitney did get kicked off the show on Monday night.
Oh, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. She was eliminated. Yeah.
Oh, I bet she was distraught.
All the women are like, no, this is not happening. I gotta say, I kind of don't think they wanted her to win.
Is Robert Irwin the guy to beat?
Robert Irvine, yeah. Robert Irwin, yeah.
Come on, y'all. He's got a dead dad.
So do you, and I'm not giving you grace for it.
I know, but one day if I'm on Dancing with the Stars.
I don't know if your father will be the greatest.
Oh, I'm bringing it all up. I'm bringing my dead dad. I'm going to talk about my podcast partner that in a coma. I'm bringing all your shit too to help me win. Anything.
Wow.
Sob story.
Wow. Can you actually cry or that dead inside?
No,
that'll be hard.
Yeah.
They'll have to give you the Andrew from Love Is Blind.
Yeah, they'll have to give you those tears.
Yeah, because she's dried up inside.
Yeah, they will.
Y'all, as of, I don't know, today, I think we have like 8,500 YouTube subscribers. We've still got 1,500 away. So I don't think it's going to happen. Although sissies are getting nervous and they're getting desperate.
You're getting scared. I'm going to look it up.
I am a little scared.
You're very,
but remember, y'all, if we get to 10,000 subscribers, I have to
at
reveal some of my sexts, and you have to watch a scary movie.
We've got in one day we got 200 subscribers. We're at 8,700.
So where are we at now?
8,700.
Oh. Oh no! Like I'm starting to think this was all I was manipulated.
You were not.
I was cajoled into doing something. I feel, as Stacey says, I feel frauded. I feel frauded.
Frauded.
I was frauded. I was frauded like Stacey and Gino.
Sure, Jan. Sure. Anyway, y'all.
Anyway,
thank you for
subscribe to our YouTube. If
our
you
YouTube
haven't,
shorts are there too.
Yeah, if you haven't, oh, I can't believe I'm going to do this. Ugh, yuck.
Yeah, because a lot of you are done with social media, and we get it. But if you want to see our memes, and like if you don't watch the video, we often every time we have a theater, Christina
We
makes
pop it
a
on
video
YouTube.
of it. It's all on our YouTube shorts, so
Yep.
you can not be on any of that social media if you don't want to. Anything else? I think we've got a Finding Mr. Christmas Corner that's going to happen on. Yeah, that's on part 2.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
I have some, since you'll be gone, I have some guests jumping in.
Oh, do we know
me.
who's jumping in?
I can tell you some of them. I'm just some confirmations went out. I have Michelle from All Pleasure No Guilt
Wonderful.
doing Toe with me the other way.
Okay.
And I have Cara Berry of Everyone's Business But Mine,
Love
who
her.
loves Seeking Sister Wife the way I do,
She
doing
does.
SSW. And
Okay.
I'm confirming, I had someone lined up, but they had last minute travel plans, and I'm confirming someone for Happily Ever After soon.
The last tell-all. I'm going to miss part 4.
That's okay. I'll do my
You'll
best.
soldier on. You'll soldier on.
Just make sure it's a good gift.
That ham. You said you wanted a ham. I'm sure that'll be fine at the airport.
And make sure to tell customs you have an entire ham in your suitcase so they throw you in a back room.
Okay, sure. Sounds hot. Sounds
It
hot.
won't be.
Yeah, well, all right then.
Yeah. I'll maybe get a kind of rough with you.
Okay.
Bunch
All
of
right.
places you don't see.
I want to ask
Anyway.
you, do you think Betty and Ron knew?
Yes.
I think they did too.
The way these two were celebrating was like something out of the moon landing.
Like Mission Control.
Yes. It
Yes,
was like we finally did it.
Yes. Yeah.
It felt a little bit like it was filmed like the eagle has landed. Woo!
Well,
All of our work is
exciting
paid
day.
off.
What an exciting day. Yeah. Speaking of, and I still can't get over the fact, y'all, if you haven't listened to last week's Gaily Dose, we talk about how TLC Network was originally founded by NASA.
It's insane.
But
now we're playing Truth or Dare
now we're playing Truth or Dare and licking a tit in the
in
doorknob.
a mansion that once belonged to Joe Gorga and Melissa Gorga.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's where this is from, y'all. If you see it, this was Teresa's brother Joe's mansion they used to live in.
There you go. Again, a lot of porn was probably made there too, or something.
My problem, I was mentioning before, it's not that this place is small. It's just that they're gathering in places where they're talking over each other, like the kitchen. And production really should have been better about separating them. I'm glad that Lauren and Libby went outside to talk.
Yeah. And
I'm
we're both
like,
very-
thank God.
And both very drunk.
Lauren was slurring her words.
Lauren was sloshed.
Libby was too, but Lauren was just having a hard time.
And Libby, yeah. It was, we're going to get there. God, this was so messy. So they tell her she's pregnant. Lauren and Darcey are just crying. And then and she brings it up several times. Yo, this is a different Sean Robinson. Sean Robinson is crying.
Yeah. I
She
think
never does his.
maybe she's finally going through menopause.
She's not going to talk about it.
No.
Don't expect for her to relate to anyone on stage that way.
This
Don't
is actually,
do.
she has felt like less of a robot and more of a human and less of a producer in this tell-all.
And more of a host. Yeah.
I don't know if someone said, Sean, can we dial up your Westworld empathy chip a little bit? I don't know. It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But y'all, so they freak the fuck out. I understand this is probably what it was like when they told them. I do not believe for 1 second that Brandon could keep this from his parents. That is my main thing. I cannot believe that.
I cannot believe that either.
Yeah.
And immediately Julia's like, don't tell anyone. And Betty's like, I'm shouting from the world.
My first call is going to be your mother. And of course, y'all, they find out. She said, they called her parents before. And she's like, so they found out before us.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And then I wrote down, God, she's going to be so awful.
She's going to be awful.
And the other thing, the good thing, they were trying to show that Julia is already setting rules. Rule 1, no one knows anything. And then Betty's like, I was in labor and delivery for Brandon for 3 months, and I didn't know we were going to lose him at any time. And all I can think of is, this is such a mom like her thing to do, to make it about herself. They can't help themselves.
Well, I mean, hopefully she uses that to, as she said, like, I actually understand what you're talking about. So I hope she remembers that, to not tell anyone and to, just.
I doubt that.
But
I think she's going to let her.
We can wish in one hand.
If Julia really set strong boundaries, and it felt like they were trying to do that, this is doable. But she needs to be really firm, because that baby is your only bargaining chip now.
Yeah.
It's the strongest one you got.
It's the strongest one you got.
But if you leverage this the right way, you can create a better power dynamic.
Yes.
You got to make sure your husband is on your side, though.
Yeah.
And remember, don't have sex with him if he doesn't support you. I don't know if that's the best thing to do.
I don't know if
but
someone
I think
who's
it would
been
work.
married 8 times should be giving marriage advice, or maybe you should.
That's fair. You know what I can tell you too? I can tell you how to get what you want. I can't tell you how to have a happy marriage. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But I can tell you how to get what you want.
That makes sense.
And isn't that the greatest happiness?
Okay. Kind of, honestly.
I like Jovi going, this is a lot more fun than yesterday.
Yeah, this is a lot more fun than yesterday.
When everybody was screaming and crying.
And so, yes, so Betty agrees, and Sean again is going, I've never cried on a tell-all. Let's take a break.
Does Sean have children?
We don't know. I don't know anything about her life.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
She's religious. We do know that.
She's religious. She's part of, I think she went to a historically black college.
Yeah, HBCU. Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure, I never remember the name. She's in one of the famous sororities.
Yeah.
Maybe the one Michelle Obama was in, the pink and the green. I don't remember Greek names. I'm terrible at it. But I see that, and she has a charity for girls. She does do that. But that's all. I don't know anything about her personally.
Yeah.
And she looks amazing.
She looks great. Looks great.
Anyway, so they take a break. Kara's congratulating. She was like, boy, last night, Guillermo was really talking about childbirth. I hope we didn't freak him out. And then it cut to Guillermo.
Guillermo's like, she pushed the baby out of herself it was natural childbirth. And he's like, it was absolutely insane. And
you see Julia just kind of sitting there just going, ooh.
Yara basically says,
Jovi
knew you were pregnant. How does he notice everything? You wouldn't think so.
He does. She's like, he noticed your boobs. He knew.
Of course. Yes.
So I think Alex and Lauren said they talked about it too, but they didn't really know.
Betty's saying, thank God I have 3 bedrooms. We're going to be grandparents. Yay!
God, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah. Now, quick question. They're talking. This is more of like, do straight men do this? Or a question about straight men. Matt's like talking to the guys like, have you ever taken a mad shit and your wife grabs your ass? And you're like, don't do that. And I wrote down, is your ass dirty? Like, is that it?
Look, I think being gay men who
are immaculate
who are receptacles for men's dicks.
Oh God! Receptacles. Receptive partner.
No, honey, you're a receptacle. I think probably we're a little bit more, pun intended, anal about keeping things at the ready.
I guess straight men just don't wipe their butts really well.
I don't think some of them do. I'm gonna be honest.
Yikes.
I remember my dad would have, like, my mother would go, Chelsea, you got strappers. That's what she called them. Can't imagine your mother saying that.
No.
Well, you asked.
I'm sad I did.
Sissies are gonna come at you too and let you know.
I'm sure they will. This behavior should not be tolerated. Really? How hard is it?
If everybody just had a bidet, wouldn't be a problem.
We will never be a bidet country. I don't think we'll ever be a bidet country.
We should.
Anyway, so Kara's still trying to start shit about Darcey and Georgi. I really think she's really misjudged her job on this tell-all of trying to call out stuff and be like, yes, girl. I really think she's miscalculated.
Yeah, I think so too.
She says, I've heard he's been out on the streets. You know, where? You're not in with this.
No.
Where have you heard it? And Darcey's like, it's been networking. Kara's like, there's been hearsay about him and being out in the bars. What, have you been online stalking them? It's just creepy
Darcey
and
says,
weird.
We haven't had sex since January. It's been 6 months. That is a long time to not have sex.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're Darcey and Georgi, because Darcey is horny like a wild bat in the summer night.
Well, she acts, but she says, I need to trust someone. So I understand why. I think it's easier than we think because they're just avoiding intimacy.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to last. I'd be getting it somewhere else for sure.
Well, I think we know that.
Let's move on to
let's
jump into Darcey and Georgi.
Sure.
And Darcey, y'all remember the phrase "don't waste our years." Has still been
my precious years.
I don't want to waste my precious years.
I don't want to waste my precious years. I got a lot of Darcey left in me. Oh,
what?
It's great.
When does she think she runs out? I'm this
Never.
mindset. Well,
she says it now, but when she gets there, Darcey's never going to run out, but she doesn't know it.
Right. So she thinks, I'm just wondering when she thinks, so she's 50 now. Does she think it's over for her at 60?
No, because when they're 60, her and Stacey are going to be
Yeah, they 60. Will.
They do it. But there is this, I think it's
the fear.
Darcey has a fear of the future period all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think it's an unknown timeline for her.
Right.
Because once she gets there, y'all, they're going to be hanging out, doing it big.
But I'm saying, I think in her head, she's afraid she's going to be old in like a year.
Yeah.
Quote unquote
if you
old.
asked her a time frame, she honestly probably couldn't answer. She would just say,
terrify her.
It would terrify her. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not a fun way to live your life, I think.
No.
Yeah.
No. And so they sit down. They say, Sean's like, well, where do things stand today? And Darcey's like, I still feel like he's holding back. And
no resolution.
Georgi, we're trying to find the best way to communicate.
We're in avoidant mindset, Hopefully we'll get some answers.
And she says, we saw a lot of flashbacks for them. And so we see the flashback first of when Georgie is talking to her about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And even Sean, after the clip, goes, wow. Because in her head, she's going, Darcey ain't going to be having no kids.
No.
So she asks Georgie, is it important for you to have a child? And he talks about, well, before Bulgaria, like what he's already said, before Bulgaria. That's before Bulgaria. Bulgaria.
Sounds like an independent film.
Yeah, it does. It does. But then seeing his family kind of change things, and they get into the conversation, we find out, and, because Darcey immediately is like, it's not what you said you wanted. You wanted to be a power couple and a millionaire, and you wanted to travel and do all the things.
Yeah, but you've been together, you've known each other for 10 years. Things change in 10 years. And
yeah, people change, things change.
Yeah, and she says, biologically, I would love for you to have a child of your own, but I'm 50. And you said you didn't want kids. And that's when Sean says, do you think this is an exit strategy? I don't love that they are branding this. And I feel like Sean brought it up, and it felt like Georgie had to defend himself against, quote, leaving her.
Yes, even
it
several
felt
times.
Gross.
Several times when he had to say, please let me speak. Don't speak over me. Because he would start to talk and Darcey would try to.
And Sean should have actually said, Darcey, can you let Georgie talk?
She should have. And it's this way, too, of saying, like, that is a very human thing to decide.
Right.
Want to have children. And that's such a personal right to everyone. If that's really important for you to do, and if that changes, that should be validated, acknowledged. And it's like they didn't even give that credence. Like,
you know why?
Were like, yeah.
We went right to, he's just frauding her for a visa. Which is the easy choice.
I'm confused about this because later Georgie did bring up Darcey and papers, but Georgie it's like they acted like Darcey brought him over here on a K-1 visa.
No.
She did not. Y'all, he already lived in Washington, D.C. Hadn't he lived, they've known each other what now?
I believe he got his papers with his first wife. I believe he got all that stuff with the woman we met. So
I don't understand because he even mentions papers later. What papers does he need from Darcey?
I'm not sure.
I'm like, this feels revisionist because.
Yeah.
So it was gross. I agree too.
I don't think they can hang this idea of him staying in this country on Darcey anymore.
No.
I don't think it means, and that's why I do think the conversation here is very misplaced.
Agreed.
About what they're talking about.
Agreed.
And then at one point I think Julia's like, I didn't want kids before. Being around your family can do that. And Lauren and Alex say, come to our house. Stay a week and you won't want kids anymore. Y'all, if you've seen any footage of their house, I call it the house of screams. Those under 4.
They're wild kids.
They're basically feral children.
They're wild kids, yeah.
The screams that come out of that house.
I know.
And so anyway, they bring out Stacey. We bring out Stacey and Florian.
I got to say, I loved Stacey's dress.
Oh, I will say,
great.
It's interesting. You can't really put Darcey and Stacey in the same style map anymore. Stacey has had a different style basically since Darcey and Stacey went off the air.
Yeah,
they tried to match. Stacey's style is much more, I hate to say dressing to her age, but that's not really it either. It's just kind of like less slutty.
It just seems like that compared to Darcey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Stacey comes out, and I got to say, Florian is wearing some major self-tanner here.
Oh, yeah. And his teeth look white. So they come out. Sean says to Stacey, so Stacey, what do you think? What do you think about this with your sister?
Well, it's kind of out of the blue. Georgie want kids, considering he's known her for that many years. It's concerning. It's concerning. And then we're talking about, then Sean brings it up again. Do you think this is an exit strategy? And I went, can we find a better word?
Well,
it's just...
it's gross. At least Yara asked the question, do you want kids with Darcey or just somebody?
Right.
And everybody's like, oh, well that's a good question.
He can't have kids with Darcey.
Yes.
Like full stop. So
there's not, like, as Darcey said, got no more eggs. Oh God.
And he says, and Darcey says, or he's like, or Georgie says, the fact that Darcey can't have any kids anymore, that's why I'm kind of in between in this. And Florian's like, what a stupid question the hell to hate kids. What? What? I don't have kids.
And
you know why? Because Florian is Stacy's kid.
Florian is Stacy's
even though
kid.
She has two teenage. They're probably in their 20s by now.
Yeah, her boys are the same age as Aniko and Aspen.
Oh, okay.
Girls, I believe, maybe even a tinge.
I think
older.
They're a little older. Yeah,
yeah. But so they talk about, Sean asked, would he consider adoption? He's like, he doesn't rule it out, but you know, Darcey's like, she doesn't want to do a surrogate, and she doesn't have any eggs left.
Well,
and she said, I don't know if I'd feel connected.
This tells you everything. I think, and let me preface this. I don't want children. I really never wanted children. I'm not, what's a good word? Motherly, fatherly. I wouldn't know what to do.
No.
I might eat the child because I would find it competitive to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Definitely I would compete with my child. I think the fact that she wouldn't want him to have a child, that would be him and someone else, that she said she wouldn't feel connected. And he went, but I'm not your children's father, and I think of them as my kids.
Yeah. I
went, oh, you can't see outside your own experience, and you never will be able to.
And we've talked about that. I mean, that's Darcey's problem. He might also want a kid, so he has a family member that he can feel an honest connection with that will kind of volley back and forth, because Darcey won't. She can't.
Y'all, let's be real. This is someone saying, and I don't even think someone else said it. Darcey is not interested in even being part of a situation where she is having to help raise a child anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not. I wish she would have said it, but she can't.
Yeah, that's valid. Say that.
But she can't say that, and because you know what, that would give Georgie the ammunition he needed to say, I need to walk away. Yeah. So neither one of them can really say what they need.
No.
And it's
he a little bit more than her, but no, they can't. And so so that's kind of where they show up. What did I write? So,
Julia does say, maybe Stacy gives her eggs to Darcey, and immediately Darcey goes, no, that would be a Darcey Georgi baby. No, not going to do it.
They know that's not going to work. And
just like the grossness in Darcey's face.
So we see another flashback. And what did I write? I wrote, we see a flashback of him covering her up.
Oh, covering up in Bulgaria.
Oh, covering. Yes, sorry. Okay.
And Stacy's just shaking her head the whole time. Oh. And he says, you're going to look like a prostitute or a whore in the streets of Bulgaria. Now, I have to push back. I'm not Team Georgie here, but I felt like this was a pylon.
No, because Sean then asked the question, do you regret
why'd you call her that?
Calling her those names?
He didn't.
He never did.
He said, I didn't call her that. I just didn't want her looking like that. He said, he clearly articulated his point of view. You can wear that in Miami, but we're going to Bulgaria, in a conservative town, and I did not want people judging her or thinking that about my wife. And Yara's like, yeah, that's it. I totally understand it.
Jasmine even understood it.
This is absolutely reductive and stupid for us to be like, I got to come down on Sean here because she was helping facilitate this, and they manipulated it to make Darcey the victim, which she isn't.
No, she's not the victim. They are definitely one.
I hate this.
I didn't like it either. And and so they ask, why it took so long to introduce to your families, and Julia even says, like, why 5 years? And Georgie says, well, they don't really speak English at all. And Darcey says, I didn't feel included.
The other thing, Stacey says, we travel all over the world. We're classy. I don't know if dressing classy is what I would call it. But
we can talk about those hashtag Bodrum outfits if you want, honey.
And they're talking about to Florian, I think and Guillermo says to Florian, have you ever told Stacey what to wear? And Florian's like, no, this is our matter. She my father, mother, Jesus Lord.
Whatever that means.
In other words, I didn't try to change her.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm like, I really still
don't follow. Yeah.
Don't follow.
Then we have more clips about again, I don't want to feel like I'm defending Georgie here, but the whole thing felt like a hit piece on him.
Yeah, it did. It did.
And because they show clips about the twins being broke, and because
show a clip of Darcey, like him asking to like the first day of Darcey, like crying and everything with his mother,
right?
And and not being able to control her emotions. What about that?
Right. It kind of felt like. And maybe they did, and then the edit just I don't get it. I understand that Darcey and Stacey are stars of this franchise, but they are very flawed, and the franchise has shown that before.
Yeah,
I don't really know why we can have a season like we did, where Darcey is obviously completely emotionally immature, completely. She can't, and then to have none of that shown, and then to put the onus on Georgie for fucking up their relationship.
Yep,
it pissed me off.
Yeah, I thought it was uncalled for. It didn't make sense.
The other thing here is it just doesn't reflect the season we saw.
Yeah,
because and Sean said, "Why did you say that they were broke?" And he's like, "Well, she told me, let me take my money and go. And I never asked for money. And that's really disrespectful to me. Saying that I was basically her sugar baby." And Darcey says, well, you wouldn't be with me. I didn't have anything. And he said, honestly, the reason why I don't want a joint account is I don't like the way they spend their money. They spend their money on clothes and material things. And they're irresponsible. And that's not how I want to live. And of course, they're like, you spoke for me. You said, he's like, take it back, Georgie. And so
Darcey's like, I don't say one word about how you spend money.
And that's not what he just said. He said, I don't like the way you two spend money, which means, y'all, this is a value difference. And it's a pretty big one when you relate to money.
It's a pretty big one because, Sean asks, do you think Darcey's broke? And Georgie tries to answer. And she's like, and Stacey immediately jumps in. Your bills are always paid.
Right.
And Darcey goes into how she pays the rent. Yara brings up, do you feel like he's greedy? She's like, because in Eastern European, the man does take care of the wife.
Oh, yeah, he's greedy. He's greedy. He's very entitled, Stacey says. And here's the thing,
Did you tell him what he said the day you got married? Did you tell him? Sorry.
They need, in a way, they need their men to be dependent on them.
No, they need that. And then they need to bitch about it because as we'll talk about later, this shows the mastery of a reality star who can take this moment and then make it about herself and her own relationship. But we're going to get to that.
We're going to get to that. Spectacular.
Yes. I mean, it almost does feel like, dare I say, it really feels like they're setting up a Darcey and Stacey season.
I agree.
I don't think that's going to happen again because they never officially canceled the show.
Yeah.
But it feels like that.
He basically, and Sean basically says, do you still think she's broke? And Stacey's like, And Darcy's like, you know when we get paid. You know we have a trust fund account. Y'all, we never heard this before. When they were talking about a trust fund, in other words, a lot of probably what their monthly income they've got is coming from their dad.
Yeah.
And they're fucking 50 years old.
Yeah.
So you wonder where their money comes from. Daddy Silva is sitting on top of a big old pile of gold.
Yeah.
That he is doling out to his daughters.
Maybe killed some Russians for it.
For sure.
And the CIA or whatever, yeah.
Like a dragon, like Smog.
Yeah.
Just sitting on top of that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so he gives me $1,800 a month for rent and shared bills. And the thing about here, and Darcey keeps saying, he doesn't pay for shit, blah, 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 blah. And I don't think this is much to ask. Georgie's like, I don't mind a shared account, but not to have a shared account for clothes and material things. I don't agree with that. I don't want that. And then he said, and then they're talking about when Georgie was saving for independence. And he's like, do you think that he doesn't trust you? And again, this is not about money, but how people feel about money, how money makes them feel. And and she's like, well, and then and Darcey immediately says, it's very telling here, I don't need his money. In other words, I've got my money. I don't need anything from him. And that's when Stacey says, do you tell him what he said after we were married? If I get divorced, you have to support him for 10 years. He's like, that's not it. And
that's not it.
He said, technically, you need to support me for 10 years. In other words, he was taking on I don't think it was a K1. He was taking on, it was spousal.
It was confusing.
Spousal kind of thing. And she's like, you're lying. And then he said, we didn't file your paper until later. Now, do I think that what he was probably trying to say in this, it felt a little squirrely, is I'm a little worried. Can you support me for 10 years? And then Darcey immediately turns into failure. Should listen to my dad. I have every reason to lose this marriage. My time, my life. Don't waste my years.
Don't waste my precious years.
My precious years. Don't waste my years.
And then Stacey's like, I think you're better off. I don't think he's in it for the long haul.
She just makes it worse.
Let me twist. And she's like, and then within the next breath, she said, honestly, I don't think you're both in it for the long haul because Florian and I don't even live together. He moved back to Connecticut, doesn't want to live with me. Ever since he got a green card, I haven't heard from him. And everybody just goes, whoop, what?
I think it was his citizenship. That was what it was. So he's had a green card. Y'all, it is revealed that Florian is now living in Connecticut, where Daddy Silva lives. And boy, Daddy Silva is just pulling all the strings.
I think they're all going to go back.
I hope so.
I think they're all going to go back, and we might get a Darcey and Stacey season 5.
Honestly, they are. I understand why they want to live in Miami. I totally understand. They are blowing their money.
Well, they want to. There's a difference to Miami's already a very expensive,
and it's the lifestyle they want to live.
But it's the lifestyle they want to, because you can live in LA. Not cheaply, but you can live modestly if you want to live your life that way.
Yeah,
but if you're
live out in the valley, yeah.
But if you're in that lifestyle, then you better have a lot of income.
Yeah, and I don't think they have it coming in. It's just kind of, I think but I don't know if Georgie would want to go to live somewhere else. I think he might love Miami. So that would be the trick.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And Stacey says, Florian does have a citizenship because he's come back 3 times in 5 months to Miami. And Stacey says he doesn't give me a plan. He says he's not going back to Miami. I think there's somebody else. These are heavy accusations.
He's not getting it from me. He's getting it from someone.
And she says, I don't feel married anymore. He abandoned me. Doesn't need me anymore. He's citizenship. I feel frauded. And of course, Gina goes, yes, frauded you. Yeah. So y'all, we're right back to where we were every single time on a 90-Day Fiance tell-all. And I'm going to say this now, Stacey. I love you. You're not frauded. You've been
No.
together with this guy for a very long time.
You've been together for a very long time, and you knew.
You went to marriage counseling with this guy.
Yeah, this guy, we actually know this guy cheated on you with a plastic cat lady.
Florian,
Why? We know about it. That was crazy.
That woman.
Oh, she was so crazy. Yeah. So, and then she's got to say her piece. Kara's got to pop in and be like,
God.
which is the worst thing that she could have said. She's like, I think if somebody was just as hot but younger, I think he would be out the door. And you see Darcey with ash on her face, just kind of blink like, because that's the one thing she can't ever be. And her and Stacey try to be, y'all, is young.
Yeah. Kara, you're not the one. Sit down. Stop it. Every time she talks, I'm just like, ugh. It all feels like just attention for her, too. It doesn't feel like she's actually, because contrast that with Guillermo, who is actually trying to understand points. Mm-hmm. And it feels different. Even most of the cast. Mm-hmm. No one's trying to win clout points. Kara's trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It feels, it's really gross. And so they're talking about how long it's been since they've had sex, and like 6 months. And Desmond Darcey's talking about, I needed to feel emotionally safe to have sex, and I don't get that from Georgie. And then Sean goes, who's been out with Georgie here? Let's see what Georgie does.
Let's ask the Florida.
Now, Andre does say, he's a flirty guy. He likes the attention.
He's a flirty guy. And Jovi kind of sets up, y'all, a commercial breakup. You want me to tell you what I've seen? And we
talk about
get
someone
back for
doing
commercial.
the major lifting.
I know.
On this tell-all. Who knew?
Who knew? He said, I've seen nothing. He said, I think he goes around to make her jealous.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past him.
And I wouldn't pass that because, y'all, when you don't feel like someone is giving you the emotion you want, that you want some attention.
Yeah.
And so at least jealousy maybe makes Georgie feel like she loves him, because who says it later? Is it Kara? No, it's Lauren when she's at the house, when she's like looking at Darcey and saying, he really loves you. I really do think Georgie loves her.
Me too.
Way more than Florian loves Stacey.
Totally. And Georgie's like,
the vampire's in it for a long haul.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And he's like, it's like, I am networking and talking with people. And he's like, should I go to events and not talk to anyone in a corner? I do think that Georgie is trying to talk to all the beautiful people. Darcey is so insecure, she can't handle that.
And even this spa message, even Yar was like, this kind of makes it, y'all, he's the manager of a spa.
Yeah.
And look, unless someone told me to do this, I would not contact someone on Instagram. However, a lot of people, like I was just talking to the guy that cuts my hair because he uses his cell phone number. He said, it's ridiculous to me that I have to tell people, don't text me about your ideas for your haircut on Sunday morning at 8 a.m.
Right.
Text me during business hours. Some people don't have boundaries and then follow someone on Instagram and then they're message them about work. To me, this totally tracks. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel like this was suspicious.
I didn't either.
At least on Georgie's part. Maybe she's searching, but no.
Stacey's like, he has an MO. He's just looking for the next big thing. Yeah.
Next big.
And
Florian, I've never seen cheating.
Florian says he's never seen him cheating. And then again,
Sean, his past, his Bulgarian cheating past.
It still feels like a hit piece.
It does.
Like we can't bring up all the crazy shit Darcey did. And so we talk about that one scene with because that his friend said that he got around a lot. Didn't we all in our 20s? This is ridiculous.
30s, honey. 30s. Yeah.
And
like even late 30s.
And early 40s. And kind of now.
And now, I kind of now. What did you think about, because they kind of dropped it. So apparently he got 86 from a bar.
For drinking with some girl at a guy's table.
Wife, but it never really, we never got any clarity on that. We just kind of moved on.
It felt like just a thing that Darcey and Stacey bring up and make a
And
lot
they just
of
kind of
and it never went
and then
anywhere.
Sean like then asked Stacy like, "What do you think about the other couples?" And it's kind of basically a nothing burger until
finds out that Julia's pregnant. Yeah.
you blah blah blah. Libby and Andre, you're ride or die, all that shit. But then, who knew Jasmine and Florian were at odds?
Well, they didn't really like each other the whole time during Last Resort.
But apparently they
And-
became good friends.
Yeah.
And Jasmine really, she says that she appreciated their friendship. But, Gino, he says, Florian says he never thought that she loved Gino.
Right.
She never thought that was true.
And that's because Florian talks about it's confusing because I hear she say love Gino, but it's never true. And Gino shakes his head.
Florian does not understand the idea of an open marriage at all. That will never work in his vampire
with his
brain.
17th century vampire thing.
No,
now,
it
I don't
never
know if you heard
worked.
this. The way the miking works, y'all, I think they're turning off people's mics in between because Florian and when this whole section of Jasmine and Florian were talking, when one of them was talking, the other you could hear the microphone picking up Florian screaming. The same thing when Florian was talking, you would hear Jasmine screaming.
Mm.
So either they turned off the mic mix or something like that.
It could have been they were saying that what could happen is they both were saying at the same time of what they saw, but they split it up and like piecemealed it out so we could understand it.
But I feel like they were screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
And Jasmine basically says, Stacy could have done so much better. You're not husband material. And then Florian goes, so you're the wife material. You.
Tell me I'm sugar baby.
And yes, and he's like, tell me why I'm sugar baby. When he's like, still take sugar baby. And she calls Florian a sugar baby. One of the greatest moments, I think, because
Florian
we've all been wanting to say this.
Yes, because he is. He's a fucking sugar baby. And Jasmine says, you are using this woman.
And then Jasmine finally says, the day she leaves your ass, I will celebrate. And Florian goes, Jesus Lord, I don't give a fuck. Oh. And this is when and he's like, I was in an open marriage. You cheated on your wife. You are a scammer. And so, y'all, this turns into absolute bullshit crazy.
Yes.
And Stacy just goes, and Sean goes, we're going to put a pin in this.
Thanks for coming, Stace and Florian. We hope things get better. And what does Stacy say? She walks off stage.
Silver Strong. Got this. Silver Strong. I feel scammed.
Branding.
And then Sean goes, y'all behave tonight. I know you won't. And that is the tell-all. And that is the end of part 1. We will resume with part 2 with 90 Day Wild.
It is 90 Day Wild.
Gorga Fuckhouse.
Oh, God, y'all. It's so much.
Maybe that's why there was so much screaming and yelling, because the spirit of Joe Gorga and Melissa Gorga was in the house.
But it was so fucking good. We wrote so much. All right, everybody. That is your part 1 of this episode of Happily Ever After, the Tell-All Part 3. You can see us in part 2. If you are watching us on YouTube's Day, hello. Hi, we're saying hi. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We're almost to 10,000.
Someone keeps asking where that's from. The hi. That's Jamie from 90 Day UK. Who had to talk to and say hello to everyone he met.
Talk to every person at a grocery store.
And it felt like he was an individual who was a little slow. So that's why I started saying it.
That's where we get that.
Yeah.
All right. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We appreciate that very much. Also, if you are listening to us and you're hearing our sponsors, please support our sponsors because they
allow us to do what we do.
That's true. And we love what we do and we're grateful for it. So, even today, like my friend said, that sucks. You have to podcast today when we're in Atlanta before we go to Spain. And I went, just telling dick jokes and making my friend laugh.
Yeah.
It's fine, you know? So thank y'all so much.
And you've done one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, now I just made you laugh.
I'm laughing mostly at what I said, but that's okay.
That's usually the way it works around here. On both sides, really. We just crack each other.
You do make me laugh.
I know, I do.
Occasionally.
But support our sponsors. And if you don't, you're like, fuck you, I don't want to hear your ads. You can subscribe to RG Plus on the $8 all audio tier, which is available on Apple subscriptions, which is super easy. You don't get to be involved in the polls or anything like that. Or you can go to patreon.com/realitygays or realitygays.supercast.com, and you can find all that information there. And we'd love to have your comments and all that good stuff on RG Plus. All right, everybody. Thank you again. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And if you keep finding streakers in your husband's underwear, tell him to clean his ass better. This needs to be a major intervention. Do you need to supervise?
Straight men are gross.
Good Lord.
All right.
Do something.
Call us.
Call us.